Hello, Steve. Thank you for sending your Swing in the Golf Digest Challenge. My name is Mike Richards. I'm going to be analyzing your swing today. Looking at your swing, you have a pretty decent setup to both sides of the golf ball. I drew a red line on the left side of the screen. I'm going to put the swing in motion, and I want you to notice something about your backswing. The tendency is the club face is a little bit closed going back, so it still faces the golf ball. That club face should be opening up just a little bit. But in the process, you really see the club going under the swing plane line. Most of the guys I teach, I want to have that club head on that line or slightly out in front of that line. And you drag yours a little too far inside. Now, one thing I do notice about your swing is you get a tremendous amount of hip rotation in your backswing. Club at the top of the swing looks very nice. Sets it up there in a nice position square-wise. It mimics the left forearm, so all it looks really good. But Steve, what I would caution you on is how much that hip rotates going back, because it just puts in way too much hip rotation and it needs to happen in the forward swing. If you watch the swing on the right side of the screen, you see it go back, looks pretty good, but you see way a lot of hip rotation. Now, when you look at this, I'm going to draw a line in here. Typically, what would happen is you'd only want to have your shoulders go about that far, but you want your hips to go half that distance back. And it's not really getting yourself loaded up on your legs properly. Your left knee is moved way too far back behind the ball. So if you're looking for a little lack of power, that's probably where it's come from, because you've got to just move way too much lower body into the shot. I'm going to put both of them in motion on the way down. You actually bring the club down in a decent position, and you stay behind the ball halfway decent, and a nice release of the club. So you probably aren't that bad of a handicap player. But again, Steve, what I would caution you on is you've got a lot of lower body action I'd probably want to get rid of. I'm going to put you a model in here that I use quite a bit, and this is a model of Brad Faxon. And when he swings, take notice of his leg action. When he swings to the top of his swing, you see his left knee is quite a bit of distance away from his right knee, and yours are very, very close to each other at the top of the backswing. So I would try and get some separation there to where your hips don't turn nearly as far as what you have. And if you can, that left arm doesn't concern me a whole lot. If it could stay a little bit more extended out away from your head, that'd be great. But to me, your biggest concern is going to be not moving that backswing, those hips too much in your backswing. They can move some, but they're moving too much. Downswing-wise, like I said, you do a pretty nice job of getting that club back down. Your head stays rigid behind the ball, and I like how the swing goes on through. So what I would do is just really work on some stability in your lower body. I don't know how your fairway bunker shots are, but that'll really help you go over there and hit some fairway bunker shots, because you have to stay a little bit more planted in the ground and not move as much. So find a local pro, email me back another picture, let me know how you're doing. But again, just thank you for sending your Swing in the Golf Digest Challenge. Work on your lower body. Thanks, Steve.